to as an NVR, okay? And this is the NVR. This is how it looks like in front, okay? It has just a USB port, and also behind here, it has another USB port. You can either use the other one for the flash and this one for the mouse, okay? Because you need to click next, then till you finish. Then, people from IICD. Oh, okay. Now, behind here, we have the Kabayani Elikam lecturing, okay? Thank you. Wow. Wow. Gwapo musisi, gwapo means handsome. Gwapo means handsome. That's Bisaya. Philippines, yeah? Now, I am pretty sure that everyone can come up with this cable. Okay? Everyone can come up with this cable. Now, this same cable, you put the module this side, then you put the module at the camera, okay? These ones are laid down there, then they pass through that trunk up there. Then they go to the different cameras, okay? In the different rooms, even outside. No, they're not friends. You said, what should I call you? They told me I should call them trainees, not students. Workmates. Okay, workmates. If you think it changes something. Okay, now these Kabayana, I will be talking to you as I'm talking to the students. Thank you people for coming in. This is still the fame. Hello. Now this module, the same module the other side. As you did it on your short cable, okay? That short cable you had, the same way you do it in here. Now I told now for the ISB I will show you the other side, okay? Oh. They remove that module of the Wakizo cable, then you replace it with this. Just put it up there, just plug into it on that module, then you just come and push it here. Now hopefully you can see that link that is off. This link that is off. That link that is off, okay? Now you put back the cable, it will stabilize and then it will go back online, okay? That's for that camera. Christine, thank you. Now, it will stabilize. Removing all this, I didn't want to remove all this. Now it has this. If you have a TV, or if I told your client has a TV, you need to tell him or her to buy another TV. Just need to buy either this cable, this HDMI cable. You buy this HDMI cable, or you buy the other one. It depends what port on that client is smart TV. Then after that, you put it on the smart TV, you put it on the NVR. People from ISD is called an NVR, night vision resolution. Okay, now very good teacher. Christine T, you make me grow horns. Thank you. Today I have 7 viewers. People, because of these people who are here, you have been refusing to come and see me when I'm alone. But since I have planned, then you come to see me. All right. Anyway, now when you install those cameras, they will light like this, okay? But it doesn't mean that automatically it doesn't mean automatically it will show us in this display, okay? If I told it's a TV, it's home TV. Hello, Vici, good afternoon. By TV it will show us that. It will show us any channel you're trying to watch, okay? But after connecting their camera or NVR, then you say input, then you go and select HDMI. If I thought you're using an HDMI cable, if I thought you're using the other cable one, it should not really be in HDMI 1. Maybe you have selected HDMI 1 and does not display. Then you feel that you come in V unique. I've given you a jacket. Night boot will not disturb you. But I appreciate you for having joined me, and all the 7 people have really catch up with me. Didn't give me thumbs up. Thank you. It will show us that, okay? You keep on checking that input. I've started with the HDMI 1, but there are more other HDMIs. HDMI 2, okay? You can check also HDMI 2. There could be a HDMI 4, even 5, okay? It depends on the nature of depends on the NVR you have purchased from the market. I'm not breathing, that's when I'll give you a seat. Not collapsing. I want you to see collapsing. Then I will select HDMI 3. Okay, now I'll be able to access back to my cameras. Now another thing you should know. Thank you, V. I appreciate you for that. I appreciate really. Now, I think I should also try to let you know about, apart from that, that doesn't mean that you're supposed to be with 2 monitors on your cameras, okay? You can be with one that you can afford. If you can't afford a flat screen, don't buy a flat screen. You can go in with a computer screen, okay? Now with the computer screen, you can just keep on swapping. Thank you, Grace. Good morning. Just keep on swapping, okay? Now, the other thing, in here in our NVR, this is the only things that are already being delivered. Our SATA cable, plus our one mouse. That NVR light is empty, it has no hard disk in it. The storage depends on you, whether you want a 500 GB hard disk or a 1 TB. Whatever you buy, that the motherboard inside, it is standard. It can accommodate any. It can fit on those 4 ports. Screw and put it there. Okay, that's the thing you should know. It has just 2 screws on both sides. You just open this, then you put in our hard disk. Let me switch it off. Okay, switch it back on. This is power. This is power. Okay, it's power that provides power for it. Okay. Now I'm moving to another thing. When you switch it on, it's going to show us embedded system. It will not show us embedded system. Thank you, Kabayan, for that coffee. Someone has just given me money. Thank you for that. Hey, see. Okay, now our NVR that comes with a CD. Actually, I talked about the CD earlier. Okay, you can either put your CD on your laptop and you copy the software and put in the flash. Then you put in those either any of the 2 ports, or you can use the external to install. Okay, after installing, then that's when it will show us the embedded system, and that's how it will be able to capture your cameras. It cannot capture the cameras without the software. But someone asked me earlier, sir, if at all you don't have the CD, okay, you go to their website and download the software. It's for free. You need to go in and purchase for it. It's putting up the thing, accessed by you on your phone. You need to provide this NVR with internet. Okay, it has a LAN port. It's labeled LAN on it here. Okay, it's labeled LAN. You go to, when if at all your home, you have your wireless router at home, you just use any of those free ports. You connect to the wireless router. Maybe you're using from Airtel, MTN, and you maybe you're using a SIM card, but you put a card, and now you put a cable to the wireless router and you connect it to the NVR. Then you go get the app as I told you of the company. Then okay, you come and see it. Means of collapsing. You stop dosing from there. Now you can get now here. That man is short. People, I'll call more other groups. Okay, don't mind. I'll call more other groups so that you can be able to see what I'm showing you, because you can't fit in all here. Now, okay, about the internet. When you have the wireless router at home, you can connect that to the wireless router or to the router you have. If the wireless router, because now, for example, these modern routers, they just have only the card slots, okay, without the ports. Then without on one port, okay, and the port you have been connecting to your laptop. Now you can at least might buy an extra small switch for 4 ports or 8 ports, okay, so that you can be able to accommodate your NVR. These ones you just assign IPs, okay. Internet here, then you assign IPs according network you are in. Okay, thank you, people. Yeah, people had to peep now since I'm talking about things they don't understand. But I'm expecting more. Kabayan, thank you. I'm really thankful for this 5,000. All right, back to business, people. Yeah. Now, that's done. Okay, we are moving to this. I'll first answer the questions we are asked by people earlier who were here, as I'm waiting for you also for your questions. Okay. Some people are asking me for the playbacks videos that we are recorded earlier. Okay, you have to first select the specific camera. Maybe it could be the camera for the gate, the end that's at your gate, or in the corridor for the house, or behind the house, or in front of the house. You select that camera. Okay, Then you right click, okay? Then you go to playbacks. If I tell something that event has just happened at that moment, okay, maybe 1 minute back, okay, that's always under what they call instant playback. You first select the camera, then you will see this menu below. Let me show you this menu. That means I'm moving, okay? That means I'm moving, okay? You'll be able to see that menu, okay? Then you click on it will show you instant menu, instant playbacks of 5 minutes. Click there to ask for the password. Now this pattern, how do we set it? That pattern you will always set it when you're installing, okay? When you're installing, it will not allow you to go the next steps till when you put in the security measure. It could either be a pattern or it should be a normal password. Okay. Now it is showing us the playback. 5 minutes back. Okay, you can keep on maybe try to pull it in front like that, okay? To see what really happened in those 5 minutes. Get my point? Yes. Now the live, you right click, or you can close this, then it will come back down. That's the live coverage, okay? If you want to find out what happened maybe yesterday or 2 days back, now you right click, or 2 hours back. Then that's when you right click in that same video and that camera, then you say playback, okay? Playback, then it will give you the date, to give you the list of cameras you have, then it gives you the list of the, to give you the time intervals, either 30 minutes back, 1 hour back, 2 hours back, or the entire day, 24 hours, okay? Now, if I want what happened yesterday, then I can click on that date, okay? That specific date, maybe the 27th or 26th or 28th, okay? Get my point? Now, it can keep videos for 2 weeks. You see up where the blue color is? That's how long it can keep the information. People, thank you for the thumbs up and thank you for keeping around. I appreciate everyone who is in here. Liz Hart, thank you. What's the dollar symbol for? Moderator. I've made your motor. Wow, much boys in your back. Even I have girls. When they are here, they will be seen. Now, okay, now we go back to the playbacks. Now, when you say playback of 26th, okay, here it counts from midnight, okay? That's from midnight. Let me say 26. It will show us 26 when the cameras are on. To show us midnight. Now, hopefully you can see this. These are seconds. Now, here it will be hours. These are minutes, okay? But when you want to forward it very fast, maybe in an interval of 30 minutes, you select 30 minutes, or you select 1 hour, interval of 1 hour, then you start clicking this button, okay? For interval of 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour, let me do it. Now, that's around 6 a.m. Now, hopefully you can see now, okay? Now, Musi in for the exams, okay? As in students. Now, someone will ask me when I reach at this point, can we do zoom in? Tinkerbell, thank you. What are you doing? I'm teaching. What did you tell me? What should I call you? I'm training the internee, the trainee. Others are telling me to call them workmates. Okay. Tinkerbell, she's in South Korea. Now she's asking, "What's your job?" I'm a technician. Okay. Tinkerbell, I'm a technician. As you are working in a salon, I'm also a technician. Good teacher, Musisi. Hi, Fichi. Come on. Okay, let us be back to this, okay? Tinkerbell, I'm a technician. I'm trying to take through this trainee. They call me workmates, okay? Students. Okay. Now, 30 minutes are the interval that you can for the different days, okay? Even though, now, if you want to zoom in, because people are asking me, sir, can you zoom in a playback? Okay, yes, we can. We just target the person whom you want to zoom in or the place or the part. You click into it, then you click on zoom option. Okay, thank you. You zoom in like this. You target, I want to zoom in here, okay? I'll pull. I want to zoom this person here. Now I can keep on monitoring whatever he was doing during that time, okay? Was he copying? Why did he steal something? Like that. That's a playback. It's not a live stuff, okay? I can try to, you click and drag, okay? You click and drag, you don't release to change the rotation. I'll click and it gives that ROD symbol. Then I can keep on now dragging to different places. Drag and release to find out, okay, what other people were doing, okay? If you want to exit this mode, you right click. That was communication skills was doing that paper. You right click, okay, to exit that, okay? Don't mind about people who are doing the exam. Mind about to learn this stuff, okay? That's a playback. Now you can also, if you want to know exactly what was this person doing, okay, either in front and even in the angles, you can put 2 cameras to run even 3. Okay, it's a matter of just checking the second camera. I don't know whether this is the one, but you check not the one and check. Go check another one. Now that's the camera, okay? Now he's the one and he's also the same person in here, okay? I can now do decide this and also decide, zoom in to find exactly what he was doing. My point? Like that. Anyway, that is it, okay? You can put 2 cameras on alongside, okay? And so at least you can know exactly what they were doing on that specific day. Let's move to another item so I can be able to about slow motion. If I told the activity, you want to know exactly did he really pick this thing. I was giving scenarios that if I told you working either in a supermarket, you're working in a police station, and you're the one person who is in charge of cameras, or you're working in a camera station where there are cameras, okay? And they're telling you, please find out exactly what he did before this instant happened, okay? Maybe bombing or whatsoever. You can put on 2 cameras, you can reduce by reducing the speed, okay? Slow motion, okay? Or increasing the speed to make it very fast. You know my point? Yes. Right, we shall quit this, then I'll go to the next thing. Everybody can speak English. Yes, everybody speaks English. Yeah. Now I'm just watching my face. Don't watch your face. They can speak English. They can. All of them. Thank you. Being my member for 10 months. Giving me money for 10 months. That's great. I remember one participant. Miezi 10. Chinkolera. Thank you, Tenkabel. Because I'm going to sleep. Okay, good night. What's the time in Korea right now? What is the time in Korea right now? Let me try to be slow in my English. No, people, you should be able to see. Okay, I'll call you. If I also decided also tomorrow, those people who have been at ICD, I will try to, because I have to show you also the fiber, okay, pricing. But it depends on the moods I will be in, okay? At what time? After the exam. Because there's an exam tomorrow also in the morning. Okay? If at all in case today it is too late, okay? Let's proceed. I've tried to pick the basics, okay? The rest deep thing you can add in. Because you can also set your camera that should always record only and only when there is a motion detection, okay? Whether it's a bird, whether a human being is walking, or there is something, whether it's a leaf on the floor, it should record that, okay? Only that it has that motion detection. Let's skip this. Come back to the screen. How to give such a layout, okay? Such a layout. You right click again in any screen, in any camera screen, then you go to mount screen. Then you can either change 2 by 2 to give you that, okay? 2 by 2. You can go back and say mount screen again, you say 1 by 5. Those are now B6, okay? But it doesn't mean that the other cameras have gone off, okay? They are still working and they are still recording because they are still doing a live session also. If you scroll your mouse on the ball on the mouse, it will be able to give you, to show you other cameras. Oh, it's midnight. It's midnight in South Korea. It's 5 minutes past midnight. Okay, make positive. You come in, my own Gabi. That's good evening. Or you can say Magdangabi. My own Gabi is Bisaya. Magdangabi Tagalo. Now let's go back, okay? Right click again, you go to mount screen, then you can say maybe 3x3, okay? Then to give you that, okay? If I told you our NVL had 16 ports on it, more screens will be on, okay? Since our NVL has up to 8, has up to that, okay? The more in spots you have, the more you have, okay? But if I thought if they are very small, then you can add another screen, implying your smart TV will be having an extra port on it. Then you add a cable there to that screen, okay? Let's take it back. Now, if you want to reposition, if you want maybe, for example, when you go back home, okay, when you leave this place, I always now no longer need the labs. I just need the corridor to see who is coming in the corridor or who is coming in from those steps. I always make the corridor priority here. Put it there. When you make a wrong pattern, it will give us that noise, okay? Again, a wrong pattern, it gives us that noise, that beep. Okay, now I'll put the right pattern. I can make now this the first priority, okay? So I can be able to see. If I tell you you're coming in for an exam, oh, Tinkerbells, you wanted to see what I was doing, what I'm demonstrating to these people? I can't. You not. Maybe you just look at them and as I'm talking, because you not really be able to. Yes, it has a back camera, but I won't hold the camera. I have to teach. People, you want funny things. You want to hold the camera? Let us learn, because you may end up giving attention to these people. Okay, let's proceed. Okay. Now I'll go to the menu. Okay, the menu. How to access the menu? Right click in any camera. Still, you go to the menu. When you go to the menu, pattern. It has playback. I've already shown you that. I'll go to recordings. Okay, recordings. It will just show you what it recorded in which days. Okay. Hopefully you saw that it records up for the past two weeks. Okay, that's why it's showing us the whole entire week. It has something. Okay, blue shows that continuously it is recording. Green shows that there was an event. Green shows that there's a motion. Red shows that there was an alarm. Okay, you can set it yourself. The AC was on because of the other lady who was collapsing. Let me switch it off. Now, whatever activity you do or you set it in here, okay, you set it in here, you apply. That is saving. Okay, I won't do this because I want the basics one. Okay, I want the basic things. Now, when it comes to holiday, if I told maybe the supermarket is not going to be working, okay, I'll give you an example of a supermarket. It's not going to be working. It's not. Maybe it has a vacation for the workers, and the only camera that's going to be active is the outside camera. Okay, the inside cameras are not going to be working. Implying you don't need to back up that storage. Okay, then you can say camera 2 should be on holiday by editing that camera and put on holiday. Okay, when you say holiday, that camera will not be working within that date you have set, start date and when will it end. Okay. Because you may say it should start maybe on Monday and should end on Tuesday. Then starting from Wednesday should automatically start, because you as the system admin you may let to report at work, but the rest of other workers they will report, and you need that recording automatically to start recording on that date you have set. Okay. Okay. Exit dates, cancel back. I just interested in recording. Export. If at all you have applied another extra camera, because so far these are 8 cameras, but you have added another camera, implying you need an extra NVR. Okay, then you don't have that time to keep on setting again outside the camera. The way you see this name here, outside the camera, and the other more settings you added there, maybe record when there is motion detection and so on. You don't want to do that. You export. Okay, the settings. You export. You attach there the either the external hard drive or the flash, either on this port or the front port. Okay, then you save those settings. When you save those settings, then when you're installing to a new NVR, it has an option where it asks you, do you want to import the previous settings? If I thought it's just a new setup for the system, you just skip it. If I thought you have the previous settings maybe from this NVR, then you import them. Okay, it will allow you that. Also, if you have formatted the hard disk, if you format it, You can also import the old settings to the new. How do you format the hard disk? That's my next step. How do you format the hard disk? You go to it hard disk, you select it, then you click on the word initiate. When you click on the word initiate, you're trashing whatever is in there and you're emptying it, okay? That's what it means by that. Vicky, thank you for keeping around in the house. I appreciate. Mama Ifich, I appreciate. Good evening. Everybody can speak English. Yes, my dear friend. What's your job? I have tried to say that. Good teacher. Thank you, Ifichi. Make a loud shout, Lizzie. My Liz, thank you for coming. Wow, too much boys. I answered that. No bad Greetings, Mama Ifichi. Sabinya. Kabayani Elik Malami Salamat for the super chat. Pakulai. Money they call it Pakulai. For them they call it Pakulai. More friends, guapo, hinde. They are students. They are not friends. Hinde means no. Now, you check here and you initiate, okay? Back. Now we're checking. Now, with that, we shall move to the next thing, okay? Yes. That is cameras. Cameras, the option cameras. When you say cameras, if you want to, for example, when you're setting up outside there, when you're mounting it on the wall, or anywhere around the building, you want to test, you want to position it in the right position. You want it to be like be viewing or taking or recordings. You can click on this button here, play video, then to give you that live feedback. Okay, so that person can be able to set it properly, right? Each you keep on clicking into it. Okay, then to show you the live feedback. Okay, like that. This is what this does. Also, it has more or this. I will not go through these images because I had to take some images like you want it bright, like increasing the brightness here like this, okay, or you want it at 50 contrast like that, okay, like the way as the camera is recording, how should you view any activity that is going on, okay? Those are the settings in there. Back. Then configuration, that's my last option, okay? Configuration. Now, Mr. Robert told you about the IP addresses, okay? The DHCP and static IP address. Then if you want your cameras to be monitored remotely through internet, then you click on configuration, then you click on network. By default here, it has DHCP being marked, okay? If you want static, you have to uncheck this box, then to give you this box active, then you'll be able to write. Whenever you have a box that it needs you to write, the NVR gives you the keyboard, okay? Even though it needs you to type, like letters, it will give you letters. Where you need to write numbers, it will give you numbers, okay? Then you start putting in your IP address, 20, maybe 20, dot maybe 10, maybe dot 2, maybe 74, okay? Then you click in space, then you go to subnet mask, you put in your subnet mask, 255, 255, 254 maybe, or 255, okay? It will depend on the subnet mask you have. And after, you also put in the default gateway here, okay? You put in the details, then you click apply to save. My point? If I told maybe now those people wanted to email the addresses, the videos, you can add the details of the email, okay? Because the other options are on. The DNS server, when you have maybe your own server that you went with those things to be set always, to be saved always. If you want that those clips to be always sent to you, those who have maybe you have set someone, you have set a system, this same camera system home. Elijah following, thank you. Elijah one. Then analaw Racho Tasamak Dan host Malami Salamat analaw Musta Guapa. How are you? Hopefully you're about to break the fast by the end of this week. You shall be ending month of Ramadan. Now, when you want to email the videos, you click on email, okay? And you keep giving the port numbers and so on. I will not go into deep of this. That was Robert who was supposed to do this, okay? But when you want to do all that, you put in the email, you put in the stamp of the email, that's the default port where it should go through, then the receiver, okay? Then receiver's address, you put it in, okay? Now you see, hopefully now you can see this. Maybe I will search Zito Musisi. at gmail.com and so on. Okay, then let me say that, then I'll go back to letters, then I will say Gmail. Okay, maybe this should be email to that person. Okay, yes. Hopefully you understand the stuff. Then enable attach pictures. Maybe also they have pictures. I'll just click this. Okay, to enable that, I'll click apply and so on. That's all. I'll not save anything because it has no internet on it. Relax, yeah? Now back. That's configuration. Okay, it has more. I'll say network alarms. If you want alarms to be set, there are no alarms set. There's no alarm output. Then live view. Live view, so far we have 1+7. The other live view interface. Okay. Then the time switch. I have no any switch timers out. Okay. I don't want to go through this. So far the input you see of the input I was talking about. Okay. If I know it's about on a VGA cable, implying now, okay, let me just explain that. So far right now we have this one, this output in here. Guapam fine, that's great. You have a Premiere or Mahal. That's a Mac Nang Premiere. Yeah, but I can't now use my phone to pin your Premiere, and my computer is off. I would have worked on it to pin it there. Come on, I'll pin it for you, okay? Because I'm still here. I'll pin it for so that people can give you a thumbs up and allow Rajo. Now, there are two inputs because we have HDMI and the VGA cable in here, okay? If we remove one will disappear, okay? Now, if I make a VGA cable as my first priority, implying even though power goes off and comes back, this mouse and all the settings, now this will be the default monitor. You know my point? Because I've made my VGA cable the default, okay? Its default reason being the HDMI is the default output, okay? Alright, don't say that Musi was saying it's only the stuff, the HDMI is supposed to be applicable. Okay, back, I'll not apply anything, okay? If I tell you anything has happened to this, anything has happened to this NVR and it's not really operating, then I'll reboot. I'll click on shutdown, then it will show me reboot, okay? Reboot or shutdown or log out. Log out is implying to ask for the now if I tell someone does any change here, they will ask for the password again. Then when I try now maybe to say insert playback to ask for the password because I have logged out. Okay. Right now I have this. The camera we have right now, it is a DVR camera, okay? These are in pairs. We have video and audio, and they have numbers on them, okay? It has video 1, video 2. You see, this is audio 1. I'm looking for video 1. Video 1. This is video 1, okay? Now this is a full pair, okay? This is for audio, this is for video. Now as the same as this, because each is 2, 2, 2, 2, okay? Now this is how it is in front, okay? Its card is in this machine because I've just removed it. Its card is in this machine. Timagandang dilang usuko konai biha. Now this, it has its card there, okay? Then expansion slot, I said expansion slot, it doesn't mean that again. Now it doesn't mean that the expansion slot that it's specifically in his code. That's why they are saying I have very many friends behind him. That's the thumbnail for that live stream. That's why very many people came in. Okay, back to this. It has this port, it has this nature, okay, because of the nature of the card we have, okay? This can increase, you can buy as more as you have the NVR, you can buy as more of this because of the cameras you have, okay? It doesn't mean that they are strictly only these pairs, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? They are not only just 4 cameras, you can even have up to 16. Because when you look at the nature of these are just joined on this, okay? They just join in here with this stuff. Now inside there it has its card. Then when you go to the market to order for them, you just say when you want to go to the market, you just say I need a camera card, okay? A camera card for a DVR. For this, you don't ask for this. Don't talk about these ones. This here, I listed the things as you noted them down, okay? Okay, let's go to the next thing. I'm done with this up here. I'm done with this. Nothing else. Apart from when you have questions. If you don't have questions, then I have another group. And I'm also chatting with my viewers out there. People, I really appreciate you for having joined me in here. Oh, and I will activate super thanks on your channel. I already did that video tutorial about it. Another group should come in. Apart from you have questions. Now activate super thanks on your channel. Now it is open to everyone, apart from when it's not available in that country.
This one is connected.
This one?
Yes.
Have you ever used a projector?
Yes.
How do you connect a projector to your laptop? Huh? Exactly. This one is also the same. You push it inside, okay? You push it inside, and then after you screw this. Now allow someone to get out, and then you come in, people. Timagandangila. Woo! Appreciate you, friends. How are you? As I'm not to you, I'm talking about my part, YouTube. See, I appreciate you for what? For giving me hard time for the whole day. I appreciate you, friends who are you coming in the house, giving me thumbs up, and Kabayani Elik for this super chat, coffee break. I don't have coffee break, Bayan, okay, but I appreciate for this. At least. Sente za Brunei SGD zilimu 15 za Uganda. Zizi no one sent. Mitwale 5 zo 15. Jakumeza amalala. Mitwale 5 jiji no kwa sina kwa super chatting sente zangu. Just increase here. Mitwale 5. Munyiga buy. Nizigenda. Okay. How many are those?
Go. I want my phone back.
Another person should sit there.
Just starting. You be here.
No, extend there now. Extend. Now come in. This she's short. Stand at least a little bit behind. Why were you you have come back the second time? Why were you on the laptop listening to music? Why listening to music?
I was not listening to music.
What were you listening to?
Some video
You're with your friend, you're putting legs up, down. We were using here the tutorial. When of Nyanyen, one at camera in Kulavida. Tinkerbells, you're asking about girls, she's there. She's in there. No, Tinkerbell, she was asking that I have only boys in here.
Hi, Tinkerbell.
She was saying, everybody can speak English. No, she asked me, you have only boys. This lady here, this one. Tinkerbells. All right, this one. The Korean. Okay, the lady she's in. Okay, another one she's in. Okay, she's also there. But I'm explaining. Let's start my class. Okay. All right, now, friends, this is called an NVL. Okay, an NVL switch. And I am very sure at least everyone now they can at least do make a cable. They can terminate a cable. Why are you keeping quiet? Because you should be. If you're keeping quiet, then I tell you to get out and you can terminate a cable. Now, this is an NVL, okay? This one is just an NVL switch, okay? When it is new, as I told you earlier, that it just comes with a SATA cable. It has no hard disk inside. It's just supposed to buy a hard disk and put it there according to the storage you want. Then it comes with a mouse. It comes with a new mouse inside the box, okay, with the CD that has software. Okay, this is CD that came with that. It's a CD. Okay, now after that we come to the laying cables. These cables are laid down here underneath of our stuff. Then it goes through that trunk up there to the ceiling, to all the cameras where they are. There are 2 cameras in the lab, the 2 labs. Those are outside, even in front of the HOD's office. Aim Rosa, hi host, hi Aim, you come in, I'll give you a jacket, I'll make you a moderator, okay? All right, thank you for joining in. Kumusta, Mayonga B, okay. Kumusta is how are you? Kumusta. Yes. YouTube. Kumusta, that is how are you? Then Mayonga B, good evening, that is Bisaya. Okay? Huh? I said Bisaya. Which country? Philippines. You can say Mayonga, you can say Magdangabi. Magdangabi is Tagalog. Okay, back to business. Now, after making your cable, both ends, okay, the same stuff, okay? If you have used the color coding A, it should be AA, okay? If you have used the B, it should be BB, okay? On both ends. Don't say A. After climbing a wall, okay, with the ladder, okay, then you have to use the B up and you come and use the A. You climb again and you cut. You tired of like climbing the ladder, then you're coming back down, okay, to be a struggle on your side. Now you put AA. After this you can remove, okay. You can remove. I don't want to do this. You can remove and you can. They are going to go off. Whatever you remove, they give you this symbol here. They keep on giving now. They have that alert on it. They have to show us a bell. Okay, this bell on, like this bell on. That bell you're seeing on. Now they're going off. Whatever I have removed now, they will go off. Those that are already still in the NVL, they will stay as they are. Okay, they will stay on. Hopefully you can see that. Okay. Now I'll put them back. When you're installing an NVL system camera, okay, you should those people who are from IICD, you should be with RJ45s, okay, and pairs, okay. If I have 2 cameras, implying I need 2 pairs of RJ45s, okay. Those are 4 RJ45s, okay. If I have 3 cameras, as you increasing, you need Ethernet cables, okay. You need an NVR, okay. A camera is 360,000 shillings, Ghanaian shillings, okay. It's arranging from 360 to 400,000, okay, shillings, Ghanaian shillings. 1 camera, not the entire system, 1 camera. Because the person whom you're installing it to, thank you host, you're welcome, I am Rose. The person will ask you, what is the budget? Okay, do me for me the budget and you bring it here, because I need to install that camera system in my home, okay, or in my workplace, or in my factory. Then you list the gadgets. If the factory is too big, implying you'll be with very many boxes of cables. If at all it's a small factory, implying you just need the meters. Okay?
Yes.
You're welcome. Now it's power cable, it's this. Thank you for giving thumbs up to Anna Laura. I appreciate for that. Let me first switch it off. This is power cable. Hey, good day. This is power cable, okay? Now earlier I was telling people that if at all a client, person whom you're working for, he or she has no money to buy the flat screen, but he or she has a desktop in his or her home, use that, okay? Improvise and use that. Tell him or her we can use the monitor, but the only thing that you always do, if you want to view your cameras, you keep on swapping the cable, this cable here, okay? The VGA cable, okay? You keep on swapping to the PC or to the NVR, right? But when if at all he or she has a smart TV in his or her home, they can use the smart TV because they have a port behind the screen. Now, yeah, it could be HDMI port or it can be a VGA. There's some flat screen that do have a VGA cable, okay, behind. You can connect that too on the screen. Now, put back this, and I'll put them back. When you have not installed the setup, the setup for using a CD, you can use an external because it has no CD reader. Okay, you have to use an external, or you copy whatever is on this CD to a flash drive. All right. Then after you click, it has a setup. Just click next, and you will give up the setup. Now this one, it has given us embedded NVR. If you haven't installed that that software, it won't show us embedded NVR. It will just be an empty TV, okay, or an empty screen. After it has installed, it may be in this mode. Let me change something. It may be in that mode, okay? HDMI 2. Look for a mask. Then after it, allow you to stay. Put it on. Don't just look for it. Then also I end up getting yoke off. Okay, let's proceed. Now, if it's about TV, you just click live TV, then you will be able to watch your TV, to scan for the TV channels, and you have TV, okay? If you want to check whether your parents are back, or your husband, or your client, or your boss, you just swap to input, click input button on your remote, then you go to the HDMI cable that is active. It could be HDMI 3, or it could be HDMI 1 or 2, okay? There are 3 options of HDMI. Then you press enter. When you press enter is the OK button, it will give us the screen, okay? These cameras are going to stabilize and they will be back on live, okay? On. Right. Now, that's so far. Okay, that's so far what we have, okay? As they are stabilizing. As they are stabilizing, we have NVR, what they call NVR cameras, night vision, resolution. We have DVR cameras, which are referred to as digital vision resolution, okay? The DVR, they use this. They use this, okay? They need this. You can either use a DVR switch, which has rounds like this, okay, behind, or you can use a card, a DVR card, okay, which you put in the desktop. You get my point? If someone can't afford to buy more than maybe 5 cameras, but she has a machine at home, or he has a machine at home, just tell him or her, just buy a DVR card, okay? You put it in there, right? Then you buy a coaxial cable, that is TV cable, coaxial cable. You lay it up to where he or she wants the camera.
You put that card
in the system.
The extension slot.
Exactly. Yes. Then this person can keep on swapping to the camera version. You just go to the desktop and click on the app, and it will be there NR or DVR. Okay, the app will be on the screen. You click on it and you open up the camera. If you want, you can minimize or you can close it. Okay, but it will not stop recording. You closing the app doesn't mean that it has stopped also recording. It will continue recording. Okay, this is just like a platform or an environment where you can record yourself. Okay, can I drop my proceed, drop your link, okay? Share your link, my dear friends. Feel free. Rosa. Share your link, feel free, okay? Now drop your link, okay? Drop your Bahai. Bahai, it's called Bahai. It is a house. In the Philippines, the house is a Bahai. Now, okay, this is a this is a DVR, okay? It has a group audio, video. Like video 2, you're supposed to look for audio 2 and correspond with it, okay? That's a batch. Now, when you move to behind, thank you, host Galing Malungka Mang Tagalog. Ako ay guapo. Maraming salamat for coming in. She's asking that I not speak their language. This is Galing, like not speak their language. Mang Tagalog. Piancho, great good morning. Do you see these people? Why are you hiding?
It's your camera.
We also want to greet them.
Come here.
Piancho, good. She's there. She's here.
How do they greet?
Pian Jugudi, she's in US. She knows how to speak English. Greet her in English. Come here, will respond. Yeah? Anyway, for their case, if you want to just say how are you say Kumusta. For and I'm Rose. You say Kumusta, I'm Rose, implying how are you? Kumusta. Okay. Yes. If you just want how are you friend, you say Kumusta Kaibigan. Kaibigan is a friend. Kaibigan. Kumusta Kaibigan.
How do I respond?
Mabuti.
That means something in my language.
Mabuti. Yeah, I was also singing Sango for them, and the Sango means something in their language. Because I was saying Sango, Kangama, Sango, and I was saying okay, like Lola Beck, she was like, oh, see. Sango means something in our language. Then she had this explain to me. Mabuti na man kai bigani horse. Ayana. Good. Agu is like, wow. Uh-huh. Huh? I'm coming to this, okay? Now this, you put it behind. Like, you have never seen that? I brought some cards in there.
Where from my city?
No. My slot, my period when I was training you, the entire group was in this side.
Yeah.
And I came with different cards. I came with the Nika card where you can put it there, when you can push in the left table. I also shown another card which had a pot where you can push in. I don't know, it's still in here. Try to pull this. There are very many things, junk things. Push it back, push it back. Try to push this down. Could you see something like cards here? Yeah. You can put in a special slot. Now they could be in the lab, or someone could be with them in his or her bag. Leave it. It's okay. Let us proceed. Now the only way you can proceed. What you? I'm trying to train them. I'm trying to show them IP cameras and okay, the cameras. That's what I'm trying to show them and how they connect them, how they from the start drilling, putting them on the walls, how you connect them on your phone, how you connect them on your screen. That's what I'm trying to take them through. But since I didn't want to dodge my live stream today, I decided to open my camera to teach them as I'm doing my live stream. Okay, since yesterday I just did a premiere. Okay, back now to business. Now this one is placed behind. Its card is behind. Yeah. It's behind. Okay, that card just go say I want to buy a camera card. Okay, as the same thing I want to buy a Nika card. Okay, for the Ethernet. Yeah. I want to buy a wireless card. Okay, after buying it, you got the expansion starter in there on the motherboard. You fix it there, right? Yeah. Then after fixing that, then you remove the expansion slot, the covers behind. Implying that will be an opening, okay? Yeah. Where you'll be able to push it there, okay? This slot will be available in case you have put the card there. It won't be available till when the card is in there. You might don't hold that thing like that. It will drop. Take it back. Yeah, these people, some could want me to show them how to show them a fiber. Okay. Oh. Yeah, they are listening to me. Yes, they are listening to me. Are they listening to you? Yes, they are listening to me. That's the way they are here. If they're not listening, I chase them out. They are listening to me. They are listening because they have to be attentive about it. If they are not, I cancel because by this time they are not supposed to be here. But they are, at least they have started growing up. At first they were not. By this time they are already home. But now all of them are here. Okay, now I'm done with this. I'm moving out to this. Okay. Pardon? It's called an HDMI cable. Okay. It's called an HDMI. It's called an HDMI cable. The same cable that you always step on in the lab. That cable that you always step, that you throw down and you step on for that projector, it's the same cable that you use, okay? And the TV has that slot behind. If you have a TV home, go check it, okay? Me, I don't have a TV. I can't check it. I have only this. Now, let's move on. If you want to reposition the camera, maybe you want to make the camera a priority, you have to drag, okay? Now, this screen unlock and lock, it always set by you when you're installing. When you put on this CD and start installing that setup, it will permit you to put in the kind of security you want, okay? Whether it's just wordings, or it should be numbers, or it should be a screen pattern, okay? All right. Now, you can change your position is according the way you want, okay? According the way you want. This camera has put on night vision because now it's dark in this room. It's night vision. Okay. Now, I can zoom in when on the live session. I can zoom in to find out what exactly he's doing. Okay, what he's watching. You get my point? Or I can zoom in what is in the extreme corner. You click on the zoom, then you use this ball in the middle of the mouse to zoom whatever is at the extreme end, like that. Okay. Maybe to ask myself, why has he removed my Ethernet cable from the killer? You get my point? Then I come and I harass you. Go, I harass you seriously. Anyway, all right. That is it for the case of that, of zooming in. Someone asked me earlier, the first groups that came in, they asked me, can we zoom in a playback? Yes, we can. Like a video that was recorded earlier, can we zoom in? Yes, we can. How do we do that? I'll first show the instant playbacks. Let me take off this. Instant playbacks, you click once on your mouse, then to give you the menu, okay? The instant playbacks. Instant playbacks only for 5 minutes, okay? If you want to watch something beyond 5 minutes, then you say a playback, okay? You click on the playback. Let's proceed to that. Instant playback, then it will show us exactly this man what he was doing earlier. Hopefully you can see that. The live playback, so Robert. Live playback, the live is that, okay? Now, more than those 5 minutes, you right click. If you want to make a playback, you have to select the kind of camera you want to do the playback, okay? I will set the playback to give me that camera, okay? The camera, then I will say I want 30 minutes back, okay? 30 minutes back. I will use now a previous period. Now, back. That's 30 minutes back, okay? Another 30 minutes back to give me that, okay? More than 30 minutes, it will give me my back, okay? If I want 24 hours, now I'll click in 24 hours, then it has to take me back to the way it was earlier. If I want a day yesterday, it always starts at midnight, okay? Night. Then you can keep on clicking now, 30 minutes for after period, 30 minutes after period, 30 minutes, that's night. Night. 30 minutes, 30 minutes.
Excuse me. Can you skip something in between those 30 minutes?
Then implying you're using you can just skip an hour. Can only going to skip 2 hours. You want to skip 6 hours, or you can want to skip 24 hours. Yeah, you're skipping a day. But other than skipping 24 hours, I'd rather select that specific date. Okay? Okay, next 30 minutes. Still night. Now that's daytime, okay? If maybe one now, let me go back again. Now I think this was around 5. Now I can speed up, okay? Let me speed up this. Speed up to 4. No, it's 128. Speed up. Hopefully now you can see the date changing. Hopefully you saw that. You know, try to change back. You look at the sun. The cleaners and the custodian, and in the morning, those are the cleaners and custodian. You take it back so that can, as I'm reducing on the speed of what I'm doing. Oh, people, I haven't forgotten anyone in here. Okay, I'm trying to teach them as you are really participating in the house. You can ask me anything, we can talk, or you can say hello to them. Okay. I have even these ones, this other side. All right. Okay, let me stop this and let me move to another thing. Okay, that let us stop this. That's how you'll be able to see what happened earlier. Okay, for your boss. But another thing, I should also go back to play back. You can put two cameras. Okay, if you want to find out, maybe one camera is in a corner of the house, another camera is in the corner of the house, and you want to see exactly what happened when this person was running from this. Where did he go? Did he just disappear from there like that? Okay. All these are maybe you just say play back, then you can select another camera. Okay, then to put two cameras there. But all those cameras are happening at the same time. Okay. What happened? Because I always use it with this other camera here. Let me look for it. Let me look for camera. Let me check this. Check this. I want the other outside camera. I want this one. So I'm looking for. I want to check it's camera one. Hopefully. Okay. Now I want to check this. I'll also uncheck this. Now I want camera one alongside this other camera the other side. Uncheck this. Okay. When someone comes from the ground floor and they come in here, when they enter here, they have to come in this other side. Okay. Let's say maybe let's say yesterday. Let us say yesterday, and we should bring this back that camera one. So there was no anything happening in the other. That's why it's not showing anything off, because it's recording when there's a motion detection. Motion to record. Now it's not showing us anything. Same time, but I want outside cameras. And check this outside.
So when there is no one who is moving, it cannot record.
It will not record. When there is some motion, it will record. No, those outside one, not the inside one. Now, this other stuff I should also try to tell you about. It's a night vision. This is dark. This is at night, okay? It's at night, around 11:30 p.m. at night. Now, this light you're seeing on here, it's not from outside. It's from the camera. The night vision, it pushes down. Go switch off the lights in the lab. Go switch off the lights in the lab as I'm saying hello to my friends. Kakanyero innocent. Some trainees are yawning behind yawning. Someone will stone you. You see what has happened, okay? Did you see what happened? It changed that. Switch off also this one close us here. Is it locked? Switch it off. Now it has that, after it will change. It will change. It changes that now, okay? So night vision, now it's dark. Right, hopefully now we are okay with that, okay? The other amount they always add is because of the night vision in it, and also that you can also zoom in. With the DVR you can't zoom in, but his you can zoom in. I might night vision, but I also still zoom in. At least I can say this is a box. This is a box. The more you zoom in, the more it makes the image clear. Okay, try to clear it the image. I'm also yawning. Okay, let us proceed. You can go back and turn on lights for those people. In the other room, not this other one. You're going to multi-screen, okay? How do we come up with this? Yes?
You have said that it senses the motion. Does it also, do you set it or?
Look at this. Let me click into this alert, okay? Look at this, what it's telling you here.
Even the night vision, is it automatic?
It's automatic. If I told you, because they have not yet delivered for us our other cameras for practice, and we already installed these ones. But when you have connected one here, okay, when you hold its edge here on the bullets like this, and it identifies the darkness between your hands, it will just turn on the night vision. You will see the lights turning on, the bullets turning to red. Okay. If you remove, it switches them off. For example, on weekends, I don't need to come here and I start now turn them on or off. When it's night, it will turn them on automatically. When it's daylight, it will turn them off. Like with the same way you see the sensors in the solar panels. Okay. Now, I was talking about the one who was asking about the motion detection. It's already on. That's what I was showing you that.
Yes.
If there's no motion detection around this place, okay, okay. If I tell there's no motion detection around this place, cancel. Exit. If there's no motion detection, this alarm will not be there. Alert will not be there because it's not detecting anything movable. Okay, all those cameras will be clear on the screen. But even though a leaf comes from this tree and drops here, something has moved. It will put this alarm. Alert, not as in giving you a sound, but it will give you that. Okay, now how do you come up with such a layout? You right click, then you go to the screen mount screen, then you can change. Okay, now you have to, but doesn't mean the rest of other cameras have been shut down. Okay, they are still running. Matter of just scrolling, then you'll be able to see the rest of other cameras. Okay, you my point? But you have said that the layout should be in the 4 and 2 times 4, 2 times 2 to give us 4. Thank you friend who is out there. Ye mwabaze kandi webgana bategera. Ye mwabaze baka innocent temwina ku sente. I'm lying. Okay, now let's do a business. May we view your screen, please? Man, I'm not going to be lifting this, but here we go. This is how this is what I'm trying to show them. Okay. And now another layout. You can go back to my screen. Then you can say 1 plus 5. Okay, these are now 6 cameras on screen. Okay.
Yes.
Then there will be 1, 2, 3, 4. This is not a part of it. Okay. What's 5? Now when you say mount screen again times 3, then this is how it will happen on the screen. Okay. Then when you go to +1 plus 7, this is how the layout will be. Okay. Hopefully innocent you were able to see that. But what?
When you moved it to 3 by 3, there was a camera which you have not extended. You go back.
It will stabilize. You're talking about this one.
No? You go back and
By 3.
yes.
Because there will be 9 screens, okay? And it has only 8 here. You have the answer. Let me go back. There are 9 screens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 cameras. Why should it use each by the 9th place? No.
Why
Okay.
is that one having no link?
It will come up. This link, whenever power goes off, it takes something to stabilize. But it is after it stabilizes. Okay, now we're done with layouts. I would like to show you the menu. If you want to access your menu, you right click again in any camera, okay, anywhere on your screen, then you go to menu. Okay, when in menu, still add the menu credentials, then you show us playback. I already shown you that. Recordings I have, I'll move to camera. Okay, camera, this preview here, it just gives you a simple way of you maybe setting up your camera outside or inside, positioning it very well, okay, the way you want it to happen. How do you do that? You click in this play symbol here, then it will give you the live view of that camera. Okay, it's not the real interface, but it's the live view of that real camera at that moment. If maybe you want to push it more on the other side, then the person who is there will try to move the camera there. These cameras we have in around here, there are 360 cameras. Okay, the other one which will be down behind there, a DVR, they are just positioned in one place. Okay, they're not 360. You can't rotate them around. Rotating that, okay, when you have a dome, there's what they call a dome. Like you used to move. Okay, you can move the camera. People are asking about the dome. Cameras that are dome like this, facing down here, you can rotate as they are rotating. You move it, they also are moving. Okay, so that you can be able to see around. But there are blitz cameras, and there are also these ones we have in here, the cameras that you're just in one position. If you want to move them, you just go there and you rotate 360.
Question.
Question, yes.
You are talking about the 360. Is the 360 in the view of the camera or in the view of the setting?
The rotation.
Okay.
Rotation. You hold it and you rotate it. You can rotate in 360. Okay.
So their view is 120. like the way they view.
Now after like positioning it, for example, let me go back to the real video. Is it this? When you look at then you say show out this one. When you look at this, okay, show us this corridor, shows us this corridor this side, okay. But if I thought maybe I wanted to view something behind it, this other side, okay, then I'll just go back and rotate you and I view the other side, okay, without moving it away from that position.
Just rotating it.
Just rotating it 360. The different angles 360. Okay. Are we okay with that?
Yes.
No, don't say somehow.
Okay, I was like the view of the camera. Okay, the lens.
Give me that camera.
It's
Give me
a
that
lens.
box camera. There's a camera behind
Was
there.
it made to view 360 or 120 as in the angle of its view?
Look, let's show this. Let's go to the zoom part, okay? You let me know, or I'll be answering you.
Okay.
I'll zoom maybe this tank here. Let me zoom in this tank. Let me zoom this tank, okay? We are on this part here, okay?
Yes.
But I can do this. You get my point? Up to this point. Can't go further this point. But I can move that. That's
Within that
180.
angle.
That's 180, okay? Within that angle.
Yes.
If I don't like go back and position the camera, I can also view this.
Okay.
If I thought it was facing like this down, now it can now view 360. Okay? If it is up there now, that it's just positioning into this corridor and this other corridor here where my bicycle always parks. Okay? But now if at all we go to now that you see this other where the HOD's office is, okay, and we put it in the middle up there, okay, imply it can view down, it can view this side, it can view the other corridor, it can view this other corridor, okay, because if I put it in the middle, okay, it can view all that. That is the 360 I'm talking about. Also rotating it, you can rotate it manually. Then this other one we have brought in here, this camera here. Someone press these, put them back. These are called drill bits. This one, okay, you just rotate on in this position, down like this, or up like this, okay? You know my point?
Yes.
Like that. Earlier the people were here, I tried to show them this and how to build it. People, this is a great camera, but I can't put it on my NVR because it has this format here. It has this. Even it needs its cable to be pushed in. It needs a header on it where you're supposed to put it, and then the other side where you're supposed to push in this side, okay? So this looks the same as this. This is for the power. When you want to provide the power to this camera, you're supposed to put a cable in here. Gentleman who is there, innocent, this is the DVDR, okay? When not blocking. Okay, let's leave that. Let's move, okay? Let's move on. Like this. Now, back to our camera. I was trying to show you out. I'm done with this mount, okay? I'll try to show you the menu. I'm moving back to the menu. I've shown you the playbacks, the recordings, cameras. I've shown you cameras. We want to choose some views. Then I'm moving to configurations. At IIC, did they teach you how to configure? No, I'm sorry, IP addresses?
Yeah.
Yes.
They did, okay?
Yes.
Static and dynamic. Static and dynamic. Now, with that, with configuration, if you want to access your IP cameras online, okay, on your phone, maybe on your laptop, to access them when you're far away, then you need internet on that NVR, okay? If you need that, you need internet. Or another thing, also putting them on internet. If you don't want to put an IP camera, those cameras outside there, also in the lab, okay? They have a scan barcode, okay? When you install the application, it's there in the Play Store. The application of Activision. These cameras are for Activision. So the camera, the application from the Play Store, it will give you two options. It will show you the scanner, okay, and the IP address. Now you either put in the IP address or you go and scan the barcode, okay, on the camera, and that code, that your QR code. Okay, you scan it. You just bring your phone and scan. Then in the setup for your camera, it will be having a plus. Okay, whatever camera you add, it will get the plus. The same way you see our cameras being viewed here on the screen, the same way you try to see your cameras. Giving an entire preview, you select a particular camera. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now let's go to configuration. Configuration by generally it has language. You can put in any language of your own wish that you do understand. Those are recognizable by this system. Okay. Don't talk about our local language, Uganda or Chiga. Then you click on networks. Okay. It has a checkbox. Checking it is dealing now with the DHCP. Okay, which is dynamic. Now, but you want to put in your own IP address. You uncheck that box. Then these boxes will be active. When you click into them, the keyboard will come out automatically. You highlight the number, or you can just press backspace, then it will be removed. I will say 20.4 according to the IP you have. Okay, just trying to don't say that this is the exact IP.
Is this the dynamic or it is static?
Now you can dynamic is automatically picked from the switch. Okay. Dynamic. Then in static, it's you, the individual who is doing it. Okay. Don't cram that that's dynamic or like no. Dynamic, what you should know it is automatically you're getting the IP address on the switch, and the next day it can be given assigned to another device. Then it picks another IP. What is a challenging bit with dynamic that if at all it releases another IP to it, you can't access anymore on your device because that device will be with a different IP address. Okay. Now you can after putting in, you can move to the subnet mask. Okay.
Excuse me. Does that IP address come with the camera or
with the switch?
Did the part ICD teach you the IP address?
Yeah. These guys are
this group decided I'm already done with them. Now the did you configure the access points? Yeah, okay, did you configure anything?
Yeah, we did.
You did?
Yeah.
Configuring someone's
Oh, no, okay. If you didn't configure or you did, it's not a problem, okay? Those who are interested to configure, tomorrow when you come, when we are done with the first exam at midday, you ask for the access point, okay? You ask your students who learned from this side. Ask them, don't mind, okay? Let them take you through. The access points are here, the routers are here, you pick it and from scratch, you learn from scratch. Don't skip anything. Then they take you through. Also, you do it yourself, okay?
Yes.
Do it yourself. After when you're done, you're successful, you bring back the access point or the router. Okay, my point?
Yes.
Don't go home when you haven't learned these things, okay? Don't exceed this week. I'm talking to you how much I'm facing that side. don't exceed, don't really go to the next week and think that maybe I will do it next week. You won't be able to get time next week because next week it's web designing.
Yes.
Okay? Now you will still have more interest to learn those codes and so on.
Yes.
You forget about networking. Use this opportunity. I told you earlier that whether you have learned it from IICD or you didn't learn from IICD, come this side, ask for something. When they tell you how it's done, if it's still here, you can be provided with it. Okay? I didn't give out cables and RJ45s because at IICD I gave them a new switch off that thing because before it reaches already my stuff. Okay. Because they will give me copyright claim when you play music. Now, I didn't give out the RJ45s with the cables. Reason being, that side I gave them a new box with a bunch of RJ45s.
Yeah.
That's why whoever was coming from no, please. Okay? Yes. People ask for that, done. Now back to what you are asking me. What you are asking me about how those IPs, where they come from. For example, when you're home, okay, you have wireless access point at home or router at home that provides internet to your phone and even the other gadgets at home. Okay, that's the internet port, or that will act as your ISP at home. Now, some of the routers do have ports behind them. Okay, even the access points do have ports behind. If they don't have access points, they have to where they are receiving internet from, and then a secondary where it labels it at secondary. 2 ports behind. Don't imagine, friends, okay? Try tomorrow you use good enough even have a live stream here. You can watch it and see what I said.
Yeah.
Now, that has the access point could be with 2 ports. One and the second. The second is to extend in network, okay? Meaning that I will use one to receive internet. Modern routers, they are using SIM cards, okay?
Yeah.
They push in a SIM card, but there's another one now remaining port. There would have been 2, but the second one they're using a SIM card there. Then this other one is a secondary port. The secondary port is purpose is to extend the network, okay? To extend the network. Right now, extending my network, I'll put the cable there. I'll bring it to my NVR. But if at all I have maybe desktop at home that has been using that port, then I'll go buy a switch of 4 ports or 8 ports, okay? Like at least I can manage according to my bill, okay? I put it at home. Now I put in an access point, then I extract it to my small switch, okay? Then at least I have more extra ports. Put in a cable again, put it here. Now, this NVR of ours, it's speaking internet from the home wireless router, which has a SIM card either of MTN or Airtel, okay? In my point? Now, it is you to log in and start configuring what you want. That's how we come up with the IP addresses, okay? Because the other people at MTN or Airtel, they will be reviewing only the address, the IP address they are assigned to that router. They won't see what is inside, okay? But now you can also create your own network at home. Now you get my point?
Yeah.
The one who was asking me about the IP address, now hopefully you can now get exactly what I meant, or how it comes in. That's how you come up with putting your IP address. Now you can say the first one is 10.4.74, then another one 75, okay? Because these first 3, they will be the same. You will be changing that extreme end, okay? 74, 75. Or you can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? Maybe you have up to 5 cameras. Now that's how you'll be able to assign your details to your cameras, okay? But it doesn't mean that if you don't have all that, you don't have data to buy, because you can't have, it's something you cannot afford to buy data every day. Especially when you have work to do at home, or something to really accompany that stuff, okay? Then you can end up having an offline NVR like this one. This is all offline. No, I didn't put it in there.
I have a special port for internet.
It's LAN port. It has a LAN port here. It has a LAN port here, okay? Where you're supposed to put that internet for you. Internet. Are we okay?
Yes.
Okay, you put in, you keep on assigning each camera, okay? Each camera IP, okay? Address. That's the first option. Or you scan the QR code, okay? Everyone with a smartphone can do that. If you don't have a smartphone, it's not a problem. You can buy one. MTU, these are the co-workers, okay? But I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about this other option is here.
So before, does the subnet address also change, or it is static like that 255?
No, these have classes, okay? They have class A, class B, class C, okay? This is where you have class A, which is this. Let me remove this. Where you have this when it has a 0, okay? You know my point? That's class A. Okay? When I add here 252, 255, that's class C, okay? I add here 255, that's class B. I want to go into this, okay? Because I'm expecting that everyone was taught this, okay? But even though you're not taught this during this industrial training, maybe you did not understand this during the industrial training, in class they're going to repeat this networking one, okay? They are repeating this. But the good thing is you're not going to be green about it. At least you know what is under the subnet mask. You know about what is class A and class B. Now you just need more explanation to pick where you. Yes. Yes, it is there. No, he's fasting. That's why he's asking for drinking water. Sina chai, demusaba chai, imposing nacho nonyako. People, let me first get these people who are fasting drinking water, okay? Let me get them all drinking water to break their fasting.
4. Elijah is also fasting. Bako kyoyogera mukulu.
I be explaining about the IPv4 address.
So about it, like this cable, like when you're using a connection, like is there another port for putting like two cameras, like putting two monitors?
What?
In this other switch.
2 monitors.
Yes.
Is this their major camera and video? No, now you can't read. It is part of our what? It's okay. It is internship, but they are supposed also to learn it because our field, you're supposed to know about all IT components and how they are supposed to be done. Someone who installed cameras at home is supposed to be an IT-based knowledge person, okay? And they need that information. That's why they are here, okay? Before I started this live stream, there are more other groups that came in earlier. And they could not fit in all. If I thought they could fit in all, I would have told this thing at once to all of them. But now I cannot remove my cameras and take them to lab and the NVR. Yeah, that's why I'm doing it like this. They need it. Even themselves, they need it. If I thought they did not need it, by this time they would have not been here. I'm telling you, they would have left already. Is this their major camera and video? Not the only their major. Now earlier, the first group, I was teaching them how to splice a fiber cable. Earlier, how to splice a fiber cable on a fiber machine. Maybe you never know. Maybe tomorrow I can go on live when I'm teaching them how to splice a fiber cable. When I get time, I'll put on my camera, my phone, go on live while I'm trying to show them how to do a fiber cable. Hopefully, I'll not be tired. When I'm tired, I'll not show them. Okay? Anyway, I'm joking. I will show you people. Where are other people? Okay. Okay, I'm winding up. I'm just winding up. I put in the subnet mask. You put the default mask. The default gateway. You put in its details. The default gateway will also be on your home router. Okay, it will be in there. Hopefully, you know how to see the IP address of a device. Okay, do you know how in assembly? You know how to type in IP config. Did they show you the when you say IP config, they will show you the details. Implying when I put in IP config on my laptop, I'll be able to see details about my network at home. Okay, I'll be able to see, because you may say, now how will I know the default gateway of MTA? You just do that. They will show you the details. What your system has an IP address, even if all the details like that. Then you just keep on changing the extreme bit. Anyway, I'm done with that. Back. If I tell you the NVL has a problem, I have to just click on shut down. Then it gives me a reboot option and a reboot. Okay, so at least maybe if I saw something has gone wrong, I can fix it as rebooting on reboot. You want to reboot a system? Yes, I want to reboot it. For the past groups, I've not been rebooting, but now for your case, this is the last group. Let me reboot it. Okay, as it's rebooting, this is its hard disk option. When you click on its hard disk option, okay. Someone is calling you for food. Will you eat today? Okay. You click on on the hard disk. If you want to format the hard disk, you click on the hard disk. Then it has an option of formatting. It has the option of initiate. When you click on initiate, you're formatting. Okay? Did I show you that?
Yes.
I did, yeah? Yes. Alright, that's all. That's all for cameras. You wait tomorrow when I will show you how to do fiber splicing. Okay? Were you here earlier? Oh my god. That's called an NVR. It comes with a SATA cable. This one. It's provided, and the mouse and the CD. Okay, it has no hard disk in. Now you as the owner, it's you to decide according to your wallet, okay, or your budget. Then you say I need a hard disk of 500 GB. I need a hard disk of 1 TB. Okay, then you can buy it separately. Then you put it there. You put this SATA cable on it. Then you put this on the motherboard of the KVA of the NVR switch. Okay, power to power the hard disk. It's already inside there. You don't need to look. It's already in there. You just place it on the hard disk.
So like, let's say you're using 2 monitors to fuel. Like for this case, you have 2 ports there for connecting it to the NVR.
Repeat. If I have what?
You have like 2 monitors, and you want to fuel them together. Like, is there an expansion in the NVR machine?
No, NVR has no expansion for expanding the what? The screens, but the screen itself has the option. Okay, if at all you buy a smart TV or you buy a flat screen with the mod ports behind there, when it has a VGA cable port there, when it has the HDMI cable there, okay, implying either you're going to use here a VGA from the NVR to one monitor. Now the other remaining, okay, you place there the HDMI, you take it to the other screen. That's why you see here when you go back to input, no input, not source. Pressing 3. Input, you're seeing HDMI 3, HDMI 1 and 2. Okay? Yes. Implying when I connect to another one, it has switchpad, maybe now it's using HDMI 2 to go to the other machine. Now the other one, if it has another extra port there of HDMI, it will be now another HDMI. Then it will be extending to the other. That's why they come up with that in the supermarket that you always see. Those who have small monitors, but others do buy big monitors where they're watching their supermarkets from.
So does the NVR has a CD slot?
No, it has no CD slot. I talked about that earlier. That you get your CD, you put on your laptop or your desktop, you copy whatever is on this CD, you take it on the flash. Okay. Then the NVR has 2 USB slots. It has one here where you put where the mouse is. Then also another one in front here. Okay. Where you put your flash. Okay, then you click that setup icon. The next, finish. Okay, as you're doing the setup, that is asking, that is only English.
What is the use of pan tilt?
You look for that. I want to explain that to expand everything. He's asking about these people. Let me exit this. It's asking about these ones. Okay, these PTZ, these are the. I didn't tell the first group. Now I'll be cheating them. Usually I will be cheating them. Huh? Where will they find you? Should I send you to consult for you from them about the fiber cable? Like it's like it marks the screen edges like this, okay? It marks the screen edges like this. That's the PTZ, okay? Then you but it applies more in the other no DVR, these ones, okay? But since here you can zoom, I can zoom what this person is doing. I can zoom into see what this person is really doing. Okay, I don't need that PTZ, but it's provided because you may change this to look as a what, the DVR. Okay, or you may have an external DVR camera, and then you have an extra extension for a DVR by using a USB port. Don't expand. Okay, that's all I have for you today. Tomorrow morning, not tomorrow after the exam, we come back for splicing a fiber cable. People, I'm done with teaching them, okay? Everyone now they are going to their homes.
Thank you.
This one is exhausted. That's why he has that face, okay?
For this, you
Since
strictly need the internet connection.
Pardon?
For this, you strictly need the internet connection.
No, These ones are not on the internet. Okay? You just put on a camera, you bring it to the NVR. You put on another camera, you bring it to NVR, you power it. Okay? They will show you that they show you this beep that they are up. That this really comes in for the right connection, as in right terminating the modules, the RJ45s. When you don't terminate them, they will not come up because they're not communicating. For example, you have A on top, you have B below. It will not work out, okay? You have to be with the AA on both sides, or BB arrangement on both sides. Then you put that, they will be up. Crossover, no. Crossover is used for transferring data. Here we're not transferring data. We're making a direct communication. Whatever is coming from the NVR should go to the monitor. Whatever is coming from the camera should come directly to the NVR. I wish I had that. I wish I had cameras. I would have given you and you do that crossover and you do that straight through also cable. Then you connect them to the camera and you see that they connect. But I don't have one yet. Okay?
How much is this?
I don't know. But what you should do is just say VJ to HDMI.
In my laptop doesn't have.
Yeah, they also
HDMI.
very many have know that. But what you should do, just ask for it. You can check on Jumia. You can check on Jumia and just say VGA to HDMI. It's there in dollars. Then you times 3,000. Then you find out whether it's 10, whether it is 1,000. But I know it could be 25,000. There's another, even the other one on one side without this of double. Put it back. Whew. It has, good night. It has been a long day, people. Hopefully that, did you see that? That's how I always be. Now after talking for all those hours, I can't really bring my guapo face to the screen and I can really add any other minutes. Did I just say, let me put my camera here since I'm sitting here, so at least we can be able to talk. But that's what I always experience. My week when I was training, that's what I was always been doing, okay? I was training that. I was really talking from morning up to around 4 or 5. Asking me questions, I answer. Asking me questions, I answer. Now by the time it clocks my live stream time, I could not really open my mouth to talk. That's why you could see me. If you come and help me close this lab. That could always happen. Now, at least today, I'm good. I've been talking to you people at the same time, trying to take them through, and at least everyone is okay with it, okay? Everyone is okay with it, and I'm also okay with it. I'm done with the explanation. Till tomorrow when I'm teaching them, splicing fiber. But I've been here. I don't know whether this is the cable.
What lab?
No, yeah, that's for this lab. No, the other one they are still using it. Leave them. Yeah, thank you for coming for my live stream as well. I'm teaching Ifichi, Pianchu Grid, Ana Laura, Cho, Aim Rose, Balango. Thank you, sis. I appreciate you also for coming and passing by in here. Thank you for the super chat. Kabayani Eric, Malami Salamat. No, you man, first close those windows. Madam, help me check. But has it has been locked. I wanted to check 249, but it has been locked that side. It's, yeah, so you can go. Okay. Thank you very much, friends. Innocent, thank you for coming. Let me see. V Unique, thank you. Tinkerbells, Malami Salamat. Lizzie Hart, thank you. I know you're sleeping right now. Christine Tin, thank you, my baby. Renewa SSTV fame, thank you for passing by. I really appreciate people, okay? I'm out for now. For this live stream, I'm out. Bye bye, everyone. Till tomorrow.